Welcome to Football Fever, presented by the Killeen Daily Herald Sports Department. Hello, I'm Alan Mandel, sports editor of the Killeen Daily Herald. I'm joined by two of our football experts, Clay Whittington and Jordan Mason. A huge week number one for Class 4A. So let's get right at it. Clay, Gatesville at Brownwood. How do you see this matchup?
It should be a good game. They had a doozy last year. Gatesville jumped out to an early lead, squandered it all away, ended up losing following a huge fourth quarter by the Lions. But they're ready to start building. They came off a really tough year. They had 13 wins 2 years ago, 3 wins last year, so they took a tremendous dip. But they lost a ton of seniors from that 13-win team that went undefeated into the playoffs. And now they're building back, but they feel like they have the right pieces. They feel they're moving in the right direction. And this Brownwood game is going to be a huge test, and it'll be a good measuring stick to find out where exactly the team is at right now.
And another team that wants to find out where they stand on the measuring stick is the Salado Eagles. And Jordan, you've covered them this summer. Tell us a little bit about Salado and what Coach Graham has in store for this team.
Well, you talk about a measuring stick. You can't get a better one than Troy. Salado is input a new smash mouth offense, and that's the same offense that Troy runs. So that offense gave them issues last year. Defense was an area of focus this summer, and Salado will get a good test in the first game against Troy. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say Salado has new helmets this year. They've got Oregon-inspired helmets. A strong contender for the best helmet in the area. Those are pretty sweet.
Well, look for those helmets. All right, great. And Clay, our final 4A team, Lampasas. They're home against Fredericksburg. What do you see out of Lampasas this year?
Well, they're coming off a disappointing year as well. 3 wins under then first-year head coach Brian Emerson, but they've had a year to adjust and to kind of form into his system. This is a longtime rivals, and in Lampasas' school song, they even talk about Fredericksburg. So that tells you how far back this rivalry goes. Lampasas is just very young, very inexperienced. They're going to be starting a sophomore quarterback, jumping from freshman to varsity. That's obviously a huge leap, and there's going to be a learning curve in there. But lost a lot of offensive pieces, but they're confident about the ones they have coming back. They think they have a good nucleus. And we'll see where it takes them, but it should be an interesting start for them to the schedule.
Okay. Thank you, Clay. Thank you, Jordan. And thank you. Thank you for joining us for Football Fever. It's going to be a great week number one, and we'll see you here next week. Thank you.